Hello everybody, my name is Miss Vanessa and I'd like to welcome you guys to another STEAM program online. So today I have something really exciting for us. I've been seeing all of these trends on TikTok as well as on the internet of these really cool experiments that you can do that a lot of people don't understand how they work. So I thought I could test out these 3 experiments and then we can explain the science behind how they work. And then you guys can try these at home. So I'm really excited for you guys to see all these really cool experiments. Okay, so for our first experiment, we are going to need oranges, or more specifically, orange peels and balloons. I have a whole bunch of them behind me, but the first thing I'll have to do is peel these oranges. And I'm not really great at peeling, so I'm just gonna take a cut out of one of these. And then I'll be able to peel the rest. So I'll join you guys again when I have all my orange peels. Okay, I have a whole bunch of orange peels here. I have another orange just in case I need some more. And I'm going to show you this really cool thing that you could do using just orange peels and a balloon. So I'm gonna take one of these and we're gonna squeeze it onto the balloon. And then they pop. So here, let me show you again. This is a better one. We squeeze this onto our balloon and then it pops. So how does this work? Orange peels actually have this thing called limonene, and it's that thing that gives the orange its orange smell, and it's clear liquid that comes out of the orange peel, and what it does is it dissolves the rubber in the balloon super quickly. So you just add a little bit of this and then the balloon pops. So let's take some close-up shots of this and see how this works. Okay, so for my second TikTok trend that I saw that was really interesting, people were dipping cocoa powder in milk, and then something really cool happens. So take a look at this. All right, there we have our milk. I'm gonna move these out of the way. Okay, and now we take our cocoa powder and then we dip it into our milk and let our cocoa powder absorb the milk. And so here you can see all of that milk on there. And then we take a toothpick and it all kind of turns dry again. Here, let's take a look at that again. All right, see, there we go. And then I'm going to take my toothpick and it's dry again. And you can do this a whole bunch of times. And the reason that this happens is because cocoa powder is actually a substance that's called hydrophobic. And what that means is that it doesn't actually absorb the liquid until it's disturbed. So like if you were to mix this into milk and shake it around, then it starts to get absorbed by the milk, and the cocoa powder start to mix together better. But when you just kind of lay or place the cocoa powder in the milk, it just sits on the surface and it looks like it's taken that milk in, but as soon as you disturb that, it shows that it's actually dry. It takes off that wet layer and it shows you that dry layer underneath. So let's take a close-up look at what this looks like. Okay, so for our last experiment, I wanted to show you something that I've been seeing around the internet a lot that people don't really understand. And it requires me to use acetone, or it's usually used as nail polish remover. So this one I want you to try not to do, especially if you don't have your parents present. But I'm going to show you something that acetone does that is very, very interesting. So I'm going to add some acetone to my container here. And it's really, really stinky. So acetone is usually used to remove like nail polish from your nails, but it's also very, very acidic, and you can really smell that. But something that's really interesting that I've seen people doing lately is adding styrofoam to acetone. And so here. And if we just keep our eye on this, we'll see what happens. And so you can actually hear this bubbling, and we can see that our styrofoam ball that I added here is slowly disappearing. And another thing, really cool thing that you can do. So here I have a styrofoam cup, and let's see what happens when I add this. This is actually really, really interesting. So you start to see this styrofoam cup just melt into our acetone. And so the reason that this happens is that styrofoam, our styrofoam balls are a little more firm, and that's why that took a little longer. But our styrofoam cup is really airy. And the reason that it melts in acetone is because when it hits the acetone, the air really, really quickly leaves the cup or the ball. And so it's just left to be this goopy mess at the bottom of our acetone. So it just like removes all of that water or all of that air, and it just starts to melt and pretty much disappear. So let me show you a close-up shot of what this looks like. So I had so much fun testing out all of these trends that I've seen on the internet. And it was really cool to see that sometimes the things that you see on the internet aren't like magic. It's actually explained away by science. So that the reason that the cocoa powder doesn't completely get absorbed by the water, or the reason that acetone makes styrofoam melt, or the fact that orange peels are able to make balloons explode. It's all explained away by science, and it was really, really cool to test them all out and to show you guys how they work. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you guys had fun. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!